What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome back. I'm your host, CENTERSTRAIN01, to our God of War walkthrough for the PC, played on the hardest difficulty. Give me God of War. Again, now that we're out of the tutorial section, this is when the game is going to start to open up. We still have a kind of a set path that we need to follow, and then the world will open up to us. So there's going to be minimal commentary just in some of the fights that we're going to need to do. Otherwise, enjoy the beautiful 4K, and let's keep the walkthrough going. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes, everybody.
We're nobodies.
Make it show.
Did you kill him?
I did what had to be done.
Could have died. Never leave me alone again. All right?
All right. Up.
You've had to kill people before, haven't you? You're used to it.
We do what we must to survive.
Animals, I get. They're food. Draugr, they're supposed to be dead. But people, they're trying to survive too.
Close your heart to it. On our journey, we will be attacked by all manner of creature. Close your heart to their desperation. Close your heart to their suffering. Do not allow yourself to feel for them. They will not feel for you.
I understand. Has this been here all this time? Why don't you help me up there? I can get a better look. Okay, nowhere to go from here, except across this bridge. Think you can lower it from there?
Go.
Made it!
Boy.
Yes, sir. Good idea! Father, will we see others on the road?
Yes.
Friendly?
No.
They'll try and rob us?
Possibly. Yes.
Oh. Look. All this time, there's been a protection stave around our entire woods. But the stave's broken there. Did you cut those down?
She had marked the tree she wished used for her pyre.
Why'd she do that?
Come. No looking back now.
So, how long will it take to get to the mountain?
I do not know.
Before winter falls?
I do not know.
Okay. They don't see us. Should I fire?
Wait for my mark.
All right, so my strategy here is always to keep them at bay for as long as I can. Again, this is always going to be your easiest way. If you're only going up against one or two enemies, it's best to keep them at bay. Notice how he is going after Atreus. That's actually something that can help you a lot. Use Atreus to distract those enemies so you can focus on one at a time. That way they don't have a chance to level up. Again, they will not level up or buff up to a higher level until you actually hit them yourself. We can take this guy out by himself. These guys with the arms, they're the ones that are going to throw projectiles at you. Eventually we're going to get an upgrade that's going to allow us to kind of bring back those projectiles to them. However, we don't have that now. They are probably the most annoying enemy to mess with, because when you mix in the other enemies that can hit you melee, it becomes a, you know, go in for a few hits, dodge, get out, because you're going to have something thrown at you. And it can be very tricky. But you'll also see that they have the weakest health out of all the enemies. So if you play your cards right, take them out as quickly as possible, and then you don't have to worry about long-range enemies. See, that's an instance where I hit the Q, which is the shield. However, if you're at an angle and your shield is just past of where it's hitting, then it won't work. I love that type of detail. It's not a, you know, if you're standing straight ahead, someone's hitting you from behind, you can't just hit shield and all of a sudden, you know, you're able to block them. So it makes sense to me. These guys, you don't really have to worry too much. They're very simple enemies. But we're going to get a specific ability that's going to take out these guys very, very easily, which is a heavy attack if you hold it down. That'll come up for our first upgrade coming up in just a minute. We're also going to be coming up on our very, very first rune attack. Notice how we got hit because we have a guy up there. Just one shot. Or usually it's one shot, but sometimes it might take two on this difficulty. And we have a guy on the top and a guy on the bottom that has the ability to throw the balls at you. Just don't let them beef up if you can help him. Always go after him first, when the rest are pretty easy. Always use your parry because you're going to want to get better at it, and the best way to do it is on these early encounters to where you might just have two guys, because most of the time you're never going to have two people. It's always going to be 4 or 5 coming at you until you whittle them down. So get used to the parry, that way you can get better at it.
If you want to help, distract them. Whoever is not my focus should be yours, but only when safe to do so.
I can do that.
I'm not going to be using quick turn a lot, as I said previously. And Atreus will help you out where certain things are that you can bring down. So make sure you're always listening to him as well.
Here. Boy.
Sir! There's a Yutnar settlement ahead.
Yutnar.
Giants.
You can read the writing.
Some. Just the language's mother knew. But they're all sort of connected, so sometimes I can feel my way through stuff I shouldn't know. You know?
Once you get up here, there's going to be one of the frozen enemies. Remember, you're going to take him out using... Now, he's really quick. This guy in particular, when he comes out, you just have your shield ready. Because as soon as he comes out, he attacks immediately. And just didn't have enough time there to actually set it up. So, use your stun. You don't have to use your stun, you can use your axe, but I like to kind of warm up a little bit and get that stun kill. I think it's a pretty cool kill. This is where you're going to pick up your first rune attack.
Anything else?
It'll be a light rune.
Space your shots. Speed costs accuracy.
Got it.
It's called Hell's Touch, and as you can see, you've got 1 damage and 2 stun. You will be able to upgrade that over time if you particularly like this one. But this is an early level entry one, so you're not going to want this probably later in the game anyways. Here is the skills section. This is where we're going to go ahead and upgrade a very, very important skill, which is the heavy attack. So you hold down heavy attack, and you're able to essentially two-shot an enemy. If they have full health, usually this takes about half of their health. If they have less than that, then it'll actually just take them out completely. Very, very good attack that you're going to be using quite a bit. There's your rune attack. You can do that by Q and left mouse. And then the heavy one will be Q and right mouse. And holding the heavy attack is what that looks like. Very, very cool abilities.
Move.
Thanks. There's the mountain! Let's go!
Not yet.
It's fine! See? Ah! Father, help!
Hang on!
Hurry! I'm slipping!
Stay calm. Almost there.
That wasn't so bad.
Slow down. Your haste will cost us.
Sorry. More Draugr. But these aren't moving. Are they dead? I mean, more dead?
Boy.
Not dead, not dead!
Remember.
All right, first things first is you want to come over here, use your heavy attack to knock this guy off, then immediately start throwing your axe here. You notice how there is another guy coming towards us from the right. Just time it until it gets into the red, and then dodge. That way you can immediately follow up and take him off as well. You're going to be using this method quite a bit in sections where there is some type of chasm. Just wait until they come. This is probably one of the tougher sections. Unfortunately, as you can see, sometimes they can get stuck in like a little corner there and you're not able to do what you wanted to do. But just go with the stun then in that case. Try to take as many out as you can here. Always go for those guys up there first. But this is going to be very, very difficult to do. Everyone that's played this on this difficulty knows just how tough this section is. That's why you've got to use Atreus with those arrows to kind of help you with the stun damage. Always constantly look where the guy's throwing. Try to keep them all in front of you. That's the trick. If you can keep them all in front of you, then you're able to easily dodge them. However, once you start moving around too much, that's when it becomes even more of a challenge, because then you've got them coming from all different sides. Notice how we almost got hit by a guy there. So keep an eye. Do that same thing here, but as you can see, we can't knock him up because he's already upgraded 1. So we're going to go ahead and go after this guy instead. Once he's down, then this fight becomes super, super easy. But you can get overwhelmed very, very easily, so try to keep as many enemies in front of you as you can. Focus on the one, let Atreus deal with the other, and then you can focus your attacks on the final guy. Now we can go for that heavy attack we were talking about, except we were a little far away. You can see that it's very easy for enemies to get around because it takes a while for it to charge up. But it's a very, very heavy damage.
That was the last one. Is that better?
You can see there's a bird right there.
It does not matter if you fire
or a raven, what they call them.
Show me control.
Our first one.
Look at this.
Read it.
Oh, this used to be a marketplace. The giants used to gather here to trade with the gods a long time ago. Wonder if Odin was ever here. There's something up there!
Alright, as you'll notice here, these are the heavy guys. So, I always like to keep them at a distance, especially when there's more than one. But if there's just one, it's actually pretty simple to defeat him up close in melee. He has a very, very slow attack, and you can actually take him down pretty easy with it. You don't have to worry too much. Now we have a total of 2 of these guys. So that's when you want to really keep them away from you as much as you can. That was the light rune attack that we just used there. Kind of just evens things out a little bit. If people are getting too close, it allows you to have a little bit of space. I'm going to try to continually aim for this guy. Remember, he is the one that has... Now, if you block but you fail to do the parry, that's what's going to happen. And as you can see, we dodged one, but another guy had the perfect attack timing to get us there. So, again, you just want to keep these guys away from you as much as possible. And you really don't have a lot of time to get that move off with these guys. I really wouldn't risk it too much. Use Atreus there to get his attention. Again, continue to focus on the heavy guy. You don't want him to turn or upgrade his level. But sometimes when they're all coming at you at the same time, it can get a little tough. But we were able to get him before he was able to do it. There we go. The rest should be pretty easy. These are just regular enemies. Perfect. There you go. Only took one hit in that entire section, which is, I think everyone could say, is one of the toughest in the beginning of the game. But it did take me quite a bit of while to learn it, to get better at it.
Look, there's an opening up there. Do you hear that? What is it?
We will see. Stay close.
What is that?
Now we have a new type of enemy here. These are the witches, is what I like to call them. The biggest thing about them is you need to use Atreus. You cannot defeat them without using Atreus. You need to have him stun them so that they drop their so-called shield that they have, and then once they drop that shield, as you can see, it's colored. Now Atreus hits him. Now you can actually go in for a few hits. Don't let them upgrade if you have that chance to stop them. They do a few different types of ranged attacks like that, but you can just hit block and you should be fine. Always kind of attack. Never let them get too far away. You can always see which moves they're going to do next. They teleport themselves very well, but you can see I'm taking a few hits. These are always the type of enemies that I have the most trouble with, and I'm sure some of you out there do as well. But they're not that difficult once you know exactly what you need to do, which is essentially just make sure you use Atreus to drop that shield, and then you're good to go.
That was a real revenant. I never thought I'd see one of those.
There is a health item back up here that we saw right before we dropped down into this area. So let's go ahead and pick it up. That way we can have a little bit more health going into the next section. Some of them that you pick up will actually give you quite a bit of health. Others will give you a little bit. It just depends on how big the crystal is. Notice how there's a section under there. We're not going to hit any of that yet, until we come over across this corner.
I still don't understand why that man attacked you at our house.
I told you, boy. I know nothing more of it.
So there's an enemy down here. This is a one-hit,
That's how you
one-kill
get
type
down
of
here.
enemy, which most enemies are in this difficulty. You don't want to get up against them. They don't. The only hit they have is a dodge hit, meaning that you cannot block any of their hits. Every single hit that they do is unblockable. So your best method in the beginning of the game, when you fight off against these, is to go for that long distance archery and axe, and then just rinse and repeat, go back and forth. You don't have a lot of area to move around and dodge in, so that's why I prefer to kind of go back and forth a little bit. You can whittle them down, take them out pretty easily without too much fuss. One thing to note, that if you were to say already get that thing right there in front of you on top of his head, and then you died, you can no longer get it again because it'll restart you before. So keep that in mind. That's why anytime you get collectibles, make sure you get them after you've already beat the specific enemy in the area you're fighting. There's actually one of those things that I missed. It's directly above. So make sure you get that as well. Look up, but not there. Look up on the other side. It's kind of on the top floor, so if you're up on the top floor, you can see it, but you can't really see it from down here.
Do you? And there's a bunch of them waiting up there for us? And they're really mad?
Boy.
But it's just
Sorry.
hack silver, so it's, you know,
Imagination.
not that big of a deal.
What's that up there? Guess we need to get back up there. But how?
Follow me.
Actually, you can see it right there, right in front. Fortunately, I don't believe I saw it. Sometimes you get caught up in the moment and you miss something that might be just right in your way, but again, it's just hack silver. You can easily take out this enemy by just turning around and then knocking them off the platform, or you can do it this way. Once you go over to the left side here, there's going to be about 5 enemies. 3 of them are going to be the projectile enemies, so you're going to want to stay back in this corner and try to take them out. Now, most of the time he stays out, and you can kind of hit him there a little bit as your axe is coming back. However, he stood just too far back, so we weren't able to actually stop him from leveling up. As you can see, he just did right there. Now he's purple. Just stay back here as much as possible. You can still get hit if you don't time things right, and that does a lot of damage. Look at how much that one hit has taken off, and we're already almost dead just from that one because of the fire damage of those. So it's no joke when I say to be careful. Keep some enemies at bay. Now we can leave the axe on him, and he'll be frozen for a while because he's not leveled up, if that's what you wanted to do, but as you can see, it's much, much safer to just take your time. These guys come at you, but it's not that big of a deal. Get them away. Only one more hit's all going to take, and we're going to be dead. So you got to be careful. Stick at this corner here. Don't forget to use Atreus. However, the problem is that sometimes Atreus will just hit the wall depending on where you're aiming, because you're aiming right now. And if you aim at a specific location, that's where Atreus is going to throw the arrow. So if an enemy is on the other side of that, it might hit the wall instead of him. Alright, just one left. But we're going to go ahead and just continue this method. There might be a time that I switch to to controller, because there is a few moments throughout my playthrough so far that I've experienced where my mouse rolled over too much to the right into my second screen, and there's no way to stop that from happening.
Look here.
unless you turn off your second screen. So that really kind of just hurts me a lot, because I'll be doing these battles and then all of a sudden it'll go off the game because my mouse went over into the right side. And that's not something you can really help. So it is possible I'll switch back to controller, but I'm really digging the controls for mouse and keyboard. I feel like they're very smooth. Maybe I'll just end up switching to one
Look
screen
here.
instead of two.
It says his name is Hrungnir. Mother told me a giant warrior made of stone. Looks like he was in a pretty big battle. Odin's there, Thor, even the World Serpent. Oh, Thor must have smashed his head apart. See? But look, Hrungnir's body squished him. Idiot.
Here's the second apple that you can pick up. As you can see, you're going to want to use your axe to grab them. There's 3 of them. One of them is pretty far away from here, but you still are able to hit it if you time it right.
Hey, there should be one more. Earlier, you said people might try and rob us. I'll kill them if they try. I'm not
Aim
If we encounter
below
man, you will stay out
the
of
edge of the hole.
it. Understand?
But
That's how you're going to be
You
able
will
to slide
stay
it
out
through.
of it, boy. Speak no more of this.
I did it.
Next up, we have another tough section with a few of the heavy enemies and another witch. My strategy for that is you're going to take out the frost guy first with your stun abilities, and then you're just going to do the best that you can of keeping the witch and the 2 guys separate. If you're smart enough, you can actually knock them off the edge of the chasm, so to make it a little bit easier, but it is kind of tough to do. Here, you can see the bird up there. You can obviously get it when you're up there, or you can try to do the long axe throw. I always like to do the long axe throw. You can see there's also another secret area right there, but we'll get to that later. Axeman is first. You can stun him like this. Using Atreus as well is going to obviously get his stun meter up, and you can finish him off. Next up, the witch is going to come out. This is another one of those tricky battles.
She's moving too fast.
You got to use Atreus. Of course, I didn't have my axe with me here. There's the other 2 big guys, so try to focus on her for as much as you can, because she can level up, and when she does that, she becomes even more tough. The other guys are slow, remember? So you can easily kind of maneuver yourself around here. Kind of got a little stuck right here, so when in doubt, rage it out, baby. Alright, so we unfortunately gave her the chance to level up. At this point, because there's only 1 each, we can kind of separate them a little bit. You always know when she's about to do one of her ground attacks, because you'll see the little red indicator when she's not directly in front of you, okay? So if you're able to keep her on the side, then it'll indicate. However, if she's directly in front of you, the only indication you get is just seeing it with your own eyes. You won't be able to hit her once she's in that state. You got to use Atreus. But now, as you can see, she's to my side. You see the red meter there? Lets you know it's coming. It's a perfect way to know when she's about to strike, as long as she's not in front of you. Alright, that leaves just her. And these other two came up. I forgot about them. You can take them out pretty easily, as you can see. You can take them off by using that special skill that we just unlocked. Now these guys are level 2, so you still can actually get them in the air. So if you wanted to, you can knock them off as well, if you got them over to that corner. But he's really easy to take out, so it's not too bad. Just have Atreus focus on her, and you can slowly wheel them down. That was 3 projectiles right there. Very, very quick succession. Alright. There you have it.
Thought they almost had us.
There will be more.
That's the last really tough section in this part right here. We've got a pretty easy battle coming up, so... But that's the one that could give you a little bit of trouble, so use some of those tips and strategies that I used. Obviously, though, try to knock them off that ledge if you have the opportunity.
All these dead. You think it's safe in there?
You think it's safer out here?
Oh, what's that smell?
Now! Are they Hellwalkers? They're untouched. Look! Someone start the fires! Sigmund, your knives! So many days without meat.
Meat? Wait, us?
Behind me.
What if they change like the others? We'll have to keep them alive. Strip off their meat. A little at a time.
This fight is mine alone.
It's just one
Atreus! Close your heart to it. Come then. We have a long journey. Wait here.
This first guy, he is one of the ones that you cannot hit with your axe. Although the others you can. Usually you'll be able to tell them apart. So we got to go after him with stun. We don't have a Atreus to help us out, so we just need to constantly go after him. Just be aware of where the other people are, and you should be fine. As you can see, it takes about 3 seconds for them to gain their level. So if you're able to get an axe in there quickly, you'll stop them every time. However, sometimes when you're actually hitting them melee-wise with your axe, it might take a little longer, and they might still be able to level up. So I always prefer the axe throw.
They came back. They came back.
It is finished.
I want to leave here.
Then collect yourself. We must find a way out. Here. Find something to pull me up.
Okay.
Atreus. The chain.
The chain. Right.
You are in your head, boy. Let it go. He would have killed you.
I know, I had to do it. I do know that, I just...
And we will go home, boy.
What?
To give up this easily. So close to the start.
Wait, no! I'm not giving up. I can do this. I just have to, you know, catch my breath. Come on up. I'm ready.
Listen to me. To be effective in combat, a warrior must not feel for his enemy. The road ahead is long and unforgiving. No place for a boy. You must be a warrior.
I understand.
Get up and move your ass! I'll kick you square in the ring if you don't move! Come on! No! What you waiting for? Come on already! Let's go! What you waiting for? Come on already! Let's go!
There's normally a raven right here, but remember we got it when we were in that bottom area. So don't be confused like I was here, because I actually got it from down there, where normally you would pick it up right here, so...
What you waiting for? Come on already! Let's go! Can't get this slow-eyed cocklump to cross the bridge.
It's because she's scared of something in the trees over there.
There's what now?
Father, throw your axe at those trees on the other side of the bridge. The ones with the white trunks.
You were right.
Say, you must be smart or something, boy. You are a boy, aren't you? Ha!
She have a name?
I don't know. Rude bastard ain't ever asked mine, so ain't ever asked hers. Ah! Ha!
What's yours?
Brok.
Vera Logan.
Say, you're not gonna believe me, but that axe you got, it was me what made her. Me and my brother. Was one of our best. So don't let nobody else go work on her except for us two. Ah! You gotta handle her special, or she'll wreck beyond fixing. I can enhance her for you right now if it so pleases you, son of a bitch. So what say you? Ah!
You are right. I do not believe you. Come, boy.
There's a rune in the shape of a fork under the grip. No, digger That was our brand, my brother and me, before we split. I got half of it right here, see? Look, you want I should upgrade her or not?
Very well. I expect an improvement.
So, where's the other half of the brand?
All my dumb brothers got it. But I got all the talent. Look! Okay, what's good?
All right, so here we go into our first. We can actually upgrade a lot of things here if you want to, depending on what you've done. First of all, we've got 20 plus strength with that axe upgrade, which is going to be great for us. It's going to allow those bigger guys to be taken down much, much easier. This is where you can also decide to upgrade your chest armor. There's two different options that you have available to you right now. However, I would say that we're not going to go with one just yet. We're going to be doing a lot of side content in this walkthrough, so you're going to be able to pick up some really good gear. And since we're playing on the hardest difficulty, your goal is not to really be hit that much. So honestly, you don't really, and especially in the beginning of the game, you don't really need to level up your gear too much, because one or two hits and you're dead anyway. So what's the point? Just get your strength up as much as possible, because you want to deal more damage. That's your biggest thing. So other than that, we're not going to upgrade our chest armor just yet. But what you're going to want to do is upgrade some of Atreus's abilities. You have 3 steel. You can get 4 here in just a second, which we'll be able to come back and upgrade another one. But other than that, we'll keep this walkthrough going. Hopefully you guys are enjoying so far.
You know, being small like us, that's natural. Less to hit. Anything else for you? Hey, whatever helps, right? Say the word, kid. Got something else in mind?
This section, pretty easy. These guys, again, I said, are not too difficult. However, they can hit you, and when they do, it will, do a lot of damage. So I prefer to kind of funnel one at a time back here. At this point, you don't really have to focus on the keeping him at a distance, because you can just melee him there, get about 2 hits, maybe 3 sometimes, depending on what his animation is, then back up. Here, like I said, if you try to go for the heavy, usually you're only going to get 1 hit, maybe. It's very difficult to time that right, so...
See what my touch, Brok?
Adequate.
You know what? That footwork! You stepping shit!
Luckily, the other 2 projectile enemies can't really get you from here, so you can take him out pretty easily, and then do the same for the other guys around the corner. The rest thing we're going to do in this area is just go around and pick up a few extra collectibles that you can get from some of the areas down below, like straight ahead there. And there's also another one directly behind us as well. So.
Too?
I'm not sure.
This road, it leads to the mountain?
Should put you in the right direction, sure. Want to see my wares again?
Aw, I didn't even see this here.
You left me to fight alone.
I did.
People are one thing. Everything else you fight. Until I say stop or we are dead. Now, pull your weight or we go home.
I understand.
Good then.
Wait, we're back here again.
Let's get you squared away, then. What you need, kid? See if they don't shoot straighter than straight. What more you need? Best of luck with all the rampaging.
Brok,
Fuck else you need?
how come your brother's got half your brand?
'Cause I ain't in a working relationship with that footlicker no more. I wasn't about to let him use it without me, and he likewise. Only thing to do was split the brand 50-50 down the middle. Guess that was the last thing we saw eye to eye on. What, you want a hug? Hit the road.
Sorry.
Be extra careful out there, you two. The roads are teeming with more than usual complement of dead assholes lately.
We've noticed. Any idea where they're coming from?
Maybe they ran out of rooms in hell. Or could be Odin stirring up trouble again. Or maybe they all got lost. Why don't you ask one while he's chewing your face off?
We'll just be careful.
Thought so.
Here, I press K. I can take a look at some of the skills that we have available to us. Precision throw is something that we might possibly get in the future, but for right now, we're not going to. There's also the charged freeze burst. A bunch of different ones that you can get here. Really, the main ones that I'm focused on is anything that's going to give us a hand in battle. So the one that we're going to choose is the close combat, one that allows us to have, if you hold down the light attack, it'll kind of hover around. It's called the Grinding Storm. As you can see, the axe is hovering around an enemy. Once you upgrade that, that becomes a very, very powerful blast. Keep enemies at bay. And there's just a few things that we want to do with Atreus as well. So we're going to go over to the bow. And once we go over there, we're going to upgrade a few things to allow Atreus to have more damage with his bow. Now, remember, you don't have all of his abilities unlocked yet. They kind of come over time. He gets more comfortable fighting. So here in about the next hour or so, you're going to be able to upgrade him even more. And he'll just naturally get better and start able to melee enemies and jump on top of them and things like that. It's pretty cool stuff. All right, so let's keep going. I think we've thoroughly explored this area.
Come.
It was nice meeting you, Brok. I'll be thinking of a name for your beast.
How about I name her fucking Gratitude? Hey, fucking Gratitude, come over here. I like it.
You left me to fight alone.
I did.
People are one thing. Everything else you fight. Until I say stop or we are dead. Understand? Pull your weight when we go home.
I understand.
Good then.
Notice there's an area up there, so we'll be getting up there soon. First thing, I want to show you a secret area right here.
That looks inviting.
So, the trick to this thing is to let it up and then let it do the damage to the enemies. If you're smart enough, you can actually get it to where they will be the ones that die super quickly. Essentially, you just want it to be like enough to where you can...
Wait there.
Yes!
Just like that. And you can do the same thing again. Let it come down a little bit. I don't know exactly how much. Once they're this close, these enemies become very easy. Didn't mean to take a hit there, but... Now, I don't know if there is another set, so let's rinse and repeat. All right, I believe that's it as far as that. So you saved yourself a lot of easy battle, right? Or a lot of saved yourself. I don't even know how to say that right. You made it to where you had an easy battle right there. So what we're gonna do is bring our axe to us, and then we're gonna move that.
Now, boy.
All right.
Wasn't sure we're gonna get out of there.
Trust I will not let us die.
Okay, there is the second one, and there's... Okay. So, what you want to do here is hit this, and then hit it. There's the horn for your rage. You need a total of 3 of these, just like the other one, to get more rage. And there's a total of 9. Alright, I think that's about it in this area, so let's move on.
This way.
Got a big fight coming up.
Never been this close to the mountain before. Looks so big. I wish Mom was here to see it.
You really sense how he's afraid to say what he really wants to say. He doesn't want to make his son think he's weak. So it's like I said, it's just such a great story between father and son, and it's something that we all can relate to. Maybe not in the sense of it is in this story with what's at stake, but all right. So we have a little puzzle here.
Hey, look at that. What is it?
Boy,
Look, there are runes written along the side.
what does it say?
As we are, we two, we three. As I alone can never be.
A riddle.
Maybe there's a clue around here. The rings are turning. Come back down.
All right. Doesn't matter where you stop it. Just do the outside one first. Then you're going to wait until that one comes up. You're going to hit the R here in just a second. Now.
I think that part's right.
And you're going to do the middle one, which is going to be somewhere around in there. And wait up until this one comes across. There you go.
That's it. I see runes.
Boy, what do those runes say?
Oh, it says family. That's not a clue. It's the answer. What I alone can never be. Right?
Use your knife and trace the runes into the sand.
Really? Kinslow. Something happened! It worked! I'm happy we met Brok, but I'm happier we're leaving this place.
It is behind us now.
You're gonna have an Odin bird over here.
Something up there.
2 of them in this area, actually. He even tells you there's one up there. This one's very hard to see because of how good the lighting is. We're good on health. We got some big fights coming up here. Main thing is going to be the troll. Little fun section here.
Boy, these tracks.
A boar, maybe? Not sure, but I'll find him.
Go.
The next Eye of Odin is going to be directly, you can see it right there. I don't even know if you can hit it from here. I don't know. I think I might be able to. I got it stuck on there. We'll worry about it later. Let's focus on the big fight. Alright, get up immediately and start hitting him.
Focus up, boy.
Alright, get out of the way because you got this guy here. See, I didn't make it in time. Can still get you sometimes. Once you get him down to half health, more guys are going to show up to see?
Nice shot.
Leave my son alone. All right. More is going to keep coming, as you can see. That's a get out of jail free card right there, just so you know. Invisibility hits, invincibility hits. Alright, we got a few more left. Easiest way to take those guys out. Alright, I think that's going to be it for guys. I mean, once he's... thought he was dead. Oh god, wow. Okay. Woo! Alright, I don't see any health around. He's tired. Alright, we can get in and get a few hits when he's tired.
Stay out of his way, boy.
Alright, we picked up a heavy rune attack. As you can see, this one does a lot of frost damage. This is a great attack. However, it does take a while to get it going, and it's a 91-second cooldown, so just be careful.
Here. What does it say?
The runes symbolize the three Nornir,
Nornir.
the Fates.
The Fates. No good comes from them.
Okay.
The battle we just did wasn't particularly hard. It just takes such a long time, unless you're doing New Game Plus, to dwindle down that boss. But once you know the moves, it can become a lot easier. And I think once I start dealing with trolls a little bit later, I'll be able to take them down pretty easy. That's the goal.
Here. Boy.
Huh. Interesting. I may want to write that down.
Alright, we got the Eye of Odin. We're already full on that, so let's go ahead here and grab this chest. Just lots of things to get around in these areas, so I will always do my best to make sure I thoroughly search. But we also want to be quick because we don't want to waste your guys' time. We want to quickly get everything and move on to the next section. This is a very long game, lots of things to do, so...
Now where do we go from here?
Here you go, our third apple. Which means, guess what? We just maxed our health. First of 3 times. As you can see, that really stretches it out quite a bit. Makes things a little bit better. Obviously, you know the enemies are going to get even tougher and tougher, so just prepare yourself. This game is not easy.
Boy, I hear your animal ahead.
I knew it was a bull.
Shoot when you're ready. Remember, draw to your chest. The wild boar's hide is thick.
But I hit it, didn't I? I did what you said and it looked like it bounced off. Could the boar be magical?
What do you think?
It looked weirder than any boar I've ever seen.
Get after it then.
Pick up another raven right here. Don't forget that there's something right under
More
here.
of those people?
Something else.
Very easy to miss this one.
Some of the bodies are those weird dead things.
I actually don't remember if any of these guys get up or not. I don't think so.
There's Draugr here too. They must have been fighting. Ah, more of those. Good.
All right.
I'm out of breath.
Here, it ran under.
I got it. Elbow up, steady hand, relax. Accuracy over speed. Yes!
Do not lose it. Boy?
Excuse me.
Where are you?
Hurry, Father! I found him!
Atreus!
He's slowing down!
Wait for me, boy!
Father, over here!
Atreus!
What did you do? I'm sorry!
Atreus!
We didn't know he belonged to anyone.
He doesn't. He's my friend.
The boy was following my command.
Then help fix this. Hold here, please. Hold, I said. He's losing blood. The last of his kind in all the realm, and you shoot him. You needed food?
Target practice.
Target practice.
I'm so sorry.
Keep that pressure on. The blame is mine. I should have kept a closer eye.
Will he die?
I will not let him. You. The arrow cut a tideway inside him. Find both ends and hold them tightly. Start with the left side. Grab it and hold. Now the right side. Hold it tight. Good. Now pull them together. Line them up. So now.
You're a witch.
I can't finish the healing here. My home is just beyond the trees there. You will carry him. He must not die. Good. He seems stable and calm for now. Great thought. This way. That bow's a little big for you, isn't it?
My mother made it for me. Said I'd grow into it.
I've never seen you in these woods. She must miss you being away from home.
She's dead. We're taking her ashes to the highest peak in the realms.
Ashes?
It was her last wish.
Boy,
I'm sorry for your loss. We're here.
You live in a tree?
Not in it. Below it. Hemele!
Look!
It's all right.
Is he friendly?
boy.
I promise you, he's safe.
You won't hurt anyone.
Quickly. Place him on the stave there. Keep him still.
You live alone?
It's better this way.
Yeah, my father doesn't like people either.
Boy,
Well, you don't.
Hold him still before he hurts himself. Good. Easy. Rest now. I need 2 more things. Fresh red root grows just behind the house. Can you pull a cluster?
what else?
I know you're a god. Not of this realm, but there's no mistaking it. He doesn't know, does he? About your true nature? Or his own?
That is none of your concern.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. I know. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult. The boy will want answers.
That will be my problem.
Whatever you're hiding, you cannot protect him forever. But you're right. Doesn't concern me. I also need lamb's cress. Do you mind? It's a white petal flower in my garden. Just a handful.
Fine. Lamb's cress.
Of course, we got to take a look at the scenery here. Such a beautiful game.
Would this help?
I dropped it?
When you were chasing the animal.
What's wrong with me? If I lost it, then...
You did lose it.
I'll take better care of it from now on.
Exactly what I need.
So he's gonna live?
Yes.
Then we are leaving.
Wait. Not without thanks. You want solitude? This mark will hide you from those who might make your journey difficult. Luina. Luina. Himalaya. There's a shortcut below the house that leads safely out of these woods. Follow this path down, then head towards daylight.
Will we see you again?
As much or as little as you like. Now get out of here.
Come, boy.
If you go back inside, you'll be able to have a
This
conversation with her.
underground passage should put you back on your path to the mountain. Just use the boat. Wait, and take this. You can use it to orient yourself and navigate the world. It will always steer you towards your goals.
How is he?
He needs rest, but I think he's out of danger.
Does he have a name?
Hildesvini. He's been a good friend for a long time.
I've never seen a boy like him. You said he was the last in the realm?
The last in this realm. He's from somewhere else entirely. Back home he could take any form he liked, but since he came here he's been stuck.
Stuck as a boar?
Stuck in his mind. His own true nature grows faint in his memory, like a dream, while the illusion feels more real every passing day.
I'm not sure I understand.
To live. Simply to live in your physical form, day after day. It's hard to resist believing you are your form. In youth he might have had the strength to rebel, but Hildesvini is very, very old. Without me to remind him of home, of himself. I fear the boar is all that will remain.
Well, I hope he finds his way home.
Thank you, child. I do too.
See you later!
Be safe.
We'll be coming back through here a few different times. We got a new enemy coming up. These are called the Nightmares. As you can see, the thing is I can't move. Like, I was kind of stuck. So you gotta be careful.
Mom used to tell me about them. Didn't think they were actually real.
Nightmares.
Yeah. They give people nightmares. They are nightmares. I don't remember which. I wish I could ask her.
So, essentially, something would not let me jump to the left. Luckily, we're still able to be alive, so that was lucky. We're going to head down here.
I see a boat!
Now, there's 2 enemies right there. I don't know if the other guy gets up as well, to be honest. Nope, alright, just the one.
Yes.
Now, you can't pick up everything in this area yet. You will be able to come back here multiple times throughout your journey. But we're just kind of setting things up. As you can see, these can be hit. And we're going to pull this cart all the way into the water.
Do not touch the water.
Why?
Do you know what is under the surface?
No. It's pitch black.
Then do not touch the water.
Alright, as you can see, there's other things that you can do here, but we can't just yet. That's about all the collectibles for right there. There's another one that you'll eventually be able to do. More areas that you'll be able to go to. Alright, so we picked up the Talisman of Concentrated Vitality. This is considered a good talisman. The one that we have right now is Memento from Kratos' deceased wife. It really doesn't do anything for us. This one right here just gives us 8 and 12 defense and luck. Now, you will notice that it's a passive effect. So it just gives us more defense and more luck. However, this one gives us less defense and way less luck. But this actually allows us, and it's activated by using Q and E, which is kind of weird, but this right here allows us to be able to heal ourselves during the middle of a fight. Even just a slither bit of health might make it to where we could take one more hit without being dead. So I say it's a good balance to have and to go ahead and grab it. I don't know if we have any other sockets. Nope, nothing yet. I don't think there's anything over here. I always like to look. Alright, you can see more collectibles, but you can't pick anything up yet.
Now we'll get to the mountain quick. I just can't believe I'm here, doing all this. There was a time I thought I'd never leave our woods, or even my own beds.
You were not to blame for your sickness.
Oh, I know. I guess I'm just saying. This is great. There's the mountain. Look how close we are.
We flow into seawater.
How do you know?
Do you not smell it?
If that smells the sea, sea stinks. Look at that. It's Thor.
Thor, god of thunder.
That's right. I never thought you listened when Mother spoke of the gods.
I seldom did. Did she speak of one who could feel no pain?
Oh, that sounds like Baldur,
Baldur.
an Aesir god, son of Odin and Frigg.
And Odin is king.
That's right. Why do you ask? I see runes there in his chest. Can't quite make it out. It reads, sacrifice your arms to the center of the water. Awaken again the cradle of the world. What? Throw our weapons into the water? Guess that won't be a problem for you. Are you gonna do it?
The axe did not return. What is this?
It's the World Serpent.
Stay calm, boy!
I am! This is great!
It speaks?
Yeah! Mom said he's friendly!
What does it say?
I don't know! That was amazing! Wait! There's the shipwreck way over there. See that? And there's a statue of Thor. Except I can see a lot more of him now.
The water dropped, and the serpent rose.
Oh, that must be why the beach wasn't there before, see? And there's the mountain. Look it, that building leads from the foot of the mountain to that golden temple.
It was all just under the surface.
Except for the statue. Good thing, huh? There's even a dock. There, next to the flag. We're going to the dock first, right? We'll be the first people to walk on it in who knows how long.
You know that serpent?
He's one of the giants. He's so big he's wrapped around the whole world and bites his own tail.
An exaggeration.
I don't know. Looked pretty big to me. Is this the way to the mountain?
It would seem.
If it isn't the bearded beaver, it is Sackseed. Have I got something for you too?
Brok? But how did you...
None of your fucking business. Now get in here. I got something for you. And don't go making pig eyes at my spot. I saw it first.
Okay. What do you think he wants?
To test our patience.
When word gets out about my new shop, folks will finally come out of hiding. They'll be clawing all over each other just to catch a whiff of my wares. You watch.
Now, of course, one thing about mouse and keyboard means you can't go slow unless you hold down control.
Catch! The pile of rocks there, with that key of Yggdrasil, you can open a magic door to the branches of the World Tree. A shortcut between the realms. If you ever see him out in the world, use it to get back to me quick. But it's only one way. Straight back here and nowhere else. And whatever you do, never, ever throw yourself over the edge of the path, lest you want death.
Yeah, I don't see us wanting that.
So I'm going to go ahead and go over here, and we're going to activate it a little bit. The reason we came over here first is because you wanted to get this first, because all these places that you go around, some of them will have fast travel points. We need to activate it like we just did. That way we can unlock the fast travel points. Can't do anything with it just yet, but it's best to come over here first before you start doing all of your side quests.
Say, you didn't happen to run yourself afoul of a scruffy fella, about yay high, doesn't feel pain, sounds drunk but probably just slow? Hey, how'd you think I feel about it? If I'd wanted Aesir business, I'd have set up shop outside a brothel. Or a fighting pit. Or a fighting brothel.
Did he say Aesir? Like gods?
No.
Brok, what do you know about the serpent in the lake?
I know he's too damn big.
Alright.
Now you're talking.
Alright, so we've got a few things available to us. As you can see, we've got Talisman and the Talon Quiver. So, reduces the Talon Bow's arrow recharge time. Probably something really, really good to have, but for right now we're okay. Let's take a look at the Talisman. We don't have enough. We need Dust of Realms in order to upgrade, or get the Talisman of upgrade, should I say, this specific one. That's what it means down here. We have enough money, but we don't have the Dust of Realms, and it would give us better defense, better vitality as well. Enchantments, this is what you can buy. Remember, these are the things that you've seen throughout. This adds vitality, it adds cooldown, it adds runics, luck. We're not going to get any of that stuff just yet. We've got 7 masks so far. I mean, you can sell them to get some money. We're not going to just yet. Now you can see we've got all of these available to us. Upgrade the pommel. Currently we have a blessing, a cooldown on the successful resistant throw. You can see all the different ones there are, which are going to be nothing but helpful to us right now. However, we're going to be doing some side missions that's going to get us some really good gear, which is going to pretty much just wait until we get that gear. Then we can do some of that stuff. As of right now, I don't really think it's worth it. Yeah, there's This is only 14. I think we're doing okay. We're going to be going up against a lot more tougher enemies now, so I just need you to be aware of that. But we're going to be doing some side missions up next, so hopefully you guys are ready for that. That way we can start bulking up and doing some of the favors around the areas that we can do. Some things we can't do just yet because this is the first stage of the lake, but there are some things that we can do at this first stage, and we're going to go ahead and take care of it now.